Can I take you to a different topic, Mike?
Sure.
A few years ago, a university in Germany created a project. They called it the composite cloud, or at least they called it something else. In effect, it was a composite cloud. And it was an experiment to see how one could share data between, let's take an example, a tire manufacturer, the truck which brings the tires to the site, the car manufacturer itself, and public data available, like where are the traffic jams and what are weather conditions, to see whether you could benefit across private and public data, right? And to see whether you could work a lot with shared insights, and whether such a thing is then co-owned by these 4 companies or owned by a completely new 5th company, which is a platform. Do you see things like this in the market coming up? This was an experiment in the university.
I think we can take it kind of the long way, so it can be really some complicated and covering a lot of areas, cloud or process. At the same time, if we look at it just kind of a simple way, I think very obvious example is what happened with acquisition of HERE by German manufacturers.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's exactly what they're trying to achieve, and we see them putting efforts there. And HERE actually has a lot of potential in becoming kind of automotive Google. So automotive platform, on-board or off-board, co-sharing the data, co-owning the data, allowing manufacturers to break through these walls which exist between them, because obviously they have walls, they're competitors.
Yeah, sure.
But obviously they want to keep this personalized data to them, but they would all benefit from sharing kind of non-personalized, anonymous data gathered from vehicles, tires, users, and so on. And I think here is a great opportunity for German manufacturers to have this kind of really huge jump ahead. Because 3 great companies like Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, and Daimler sharing a platform, that could be huge. And I think those kind of consortia and alliances might be the way to do that. So that's why, for example, Luxoft is a part of SDL consortia, which was just announced on CES several months ago. And I think that's a good way for companies to share standards in communication between devices and head units. The same way, I think, platforms may appear. So SDL is a consortium about protocols and standards. The same way Geneva works.
Yes, I was going to come to Geneva.
Yes, and we're participating in that with quite some initiatives. And with our recent acquisition of Pelagic War, we're now also providing Geneva compliant open source Linux platform, which we are sharing with our clients and which we're contributing to. So I think such consortia, such joint developments and joint platforms are a way to the future, because this isolated world of manufacturers, which still exists, and you're right, it's still in the mindset of many of them, it actually prevents them from doing a lot of things. But it will play a critical role in who leads the competition in the next 10 years. And who will be brave enough to share the data and to go into consortia, to join efforts with other companies. These people and these companies will benefit and they will stay ahead. The companies who will try to work the old way to kind of protect their data, to protect their systems, will soon find themselves out of the race.